Okay, this one is not about building a deck. It's about the things I've done to try to make a deck last. As you can see, I have some support members here that they're not too good a shape. A lot of rot. This is a 22-year-old deck, pretty much exposed to all the elements. And I've got quite a bit of rot, especially towards the end of the support members. These are fir and larch support members. So what this is all about is what I did to try to protect the new deck I put on. I replaced all these support members, all the joists and the decking, and I'm going to try to keep this from getting too much water in there to where it damages this again. And I'll be using some sheet metal covers and the like that to fix this. So let's see what I did. Okay, if you look here, you can see that white sheet metal. Now this is steel siding, and what I'm doing is I've made this little piece of flashing here long enough to go up underneath the siding. Now this is steel siding, so it's you can only go about 3/8 of an inch. Wood siding you can do more. But in my area we get a lot of storms coming from this side of the house, and they're pretty hard on it. So I have put that flashing up there, and if you look there you can see I have the first piece of decking right there, and that decking is butted up more or less against that, and that'll keep the water from running down anywhere close to there. It's better than just flashing because it goes all the way up to the siding. You'll also notice, and we'll kind of pan over here, this is a walkway on the deck, and you can see I put sheet metal caps on all the joists. Now I make this stuff myself because I have a metal brake, but you can see the way I bent those, a little closer on one of them, you can see that they're flared out, so hopefully we won't get a lot of drips on the wood. Now that's just fir and larch, so it will rot. It is pre-treated. Well, it's not treated, but it has deck stain on it. Before I put it in there, I put deck stain on it. Anyway, this is what we're going to do, and I'll show you some of the other trim edges as we go along. Okay, here's a look at the top of the fascia. Now I pre-stained that, it's a 2x8 underneath the decking. The decking is just almost complete. You can see the last course of decking there. And I'm going to put one strip in. But I put a fascia on there, sheet metal fascia, because the sun was really getting this thing. So, and I'll show you what it looks like from down below. Okay, there's what the fascia looks like from below. I had just the 2x8 there, fir and larch, which was really not the right fascia. It should have been cedar. But in this case I put steel sheet metal on it, and we hope this is going to last as long as I ever want to see it. The sheet metal actually is siding sheet metal, or roofing and siding sheet metal, the Delta rib. You can buy it from the former for you can just buy flat sheet. They'll roll it off the roll. That's how I use it. Of course, I've got a sheet metal brake. It makes a lot of difference on this thing, and I've set that up, and I'll have every bit of fascia on this deck looks like this. You may not really like it. Some people don't like sheet metal used here for aesthetic purposes, but I think it looks pretty good. So that's how it's going to be. And well, I guess you can check back with me in 20 years or 30 years or something and see if it's still there. Okay, anyway, that's that part of the deck. Okay, here's from underneath. The excuse the noise from the water heater. That's what that fan noise is. Now I pre-stained all these fir and larch support members, and I've got the brown sheet metal there flashing. That should keep water from getting and soaking the wood excessively. And if you look close right here, you can see the extension of the flashing that I put on the house, and that should keep water from hitting that siding and damaging the siding of the house or anything inside. So that's pretty much how that works. I put flashing right there, if you can see it. You can see on the timber there, I put flashing on there. So there's some brackets to put on there to keep the cantilever beam from getting too excessively wet. But that's how it looks. Most of this is done, putting the railing on now.